Hello, everyone. Hello. We are here. We are live. Sorry, we're a few minutes late. We realised we needed yarn, we needed hooks, we needed various things that we didn't have. And then the postman came to the front door here and the dogs went crazy. But we are here. We are here. And we are, awesome. My Instagram is up and I'm just waiting for my Facebook. Are yours connecting?
So yes, I think Instagram is there, and let me check. Oh, sorry, we're having trouble playing this video. Oh, why?
No, don't have trouble. Don't have trouble. Mine's connecting to Facebook. So we have all the different platforms that we're on. Wherever you're joining from, say hello. Hi, Julia's here. Hi, Julia. How are you? I think I'm everywhere.
Are you? I'm struggling with my Facebook group again.
Not sure. So yeah, we're in our Facebook groups, Blue Star Crochet and Hand Gel Crochet Facebook groups, hopefully soon. Our Facebook pages, our Instagrams, and our YouTubes as well. So wherever you're joining, hello. We can already see that there's lots of people joined and commenting on YouTube. You are very, very welcome. We are here again to chat about our new crochet along that we launched last week, didn't we? We opened up the sign-ups last week,
yeah,
and we are very excited to say that we have got thousands of people joining us. We are very, very excited. We can't wait to see your blankets. We thought we'd pop on, say hello, explain what we're doing for anyone that missed it last week, and then answer any questions that anyone has, having now looked through all the information and planned your blanket. Because we are handing over to you. We've got 2 blanket versions, and we want you to pick a mix and make your own.
Absolutely. So I do have to apologize to my Facebook group people. I can't seem to connect through it. I'm having trouble playing this video in my Facebook group. But Instagram, hello Instagram. We're all live over there. Hello to Bustleton, Western Australia from Instagram. Welcome everyone. And yes, we're here to talk about pick and mix blanket crochet along. I've got a pile of yarn on my table. I've got the blanket next to me. And we just thought we'll pop along and just generally explain what we're doing for people that didn't catch the info before. And then perhaps we can go on and have a look at the layouts and colors and yarns and whatever people are doing. Because I had a very interesting comment in my Facebook group. Somebody's actually planning a duster cardigan with our squares.
That's a bit exciting.
I thought so. So yes,
it's really sad that this is like the highlight of probably my week, coming and talking about yarn and squares. How to jiggle squares around to make something beautiful. Like my life. Absolutely. I love it.
Absolutely.
Let's
yeah.
say hello to everyone. Kimberly's here. Hi, Kimberly from Twinfold. Oh, blimey, you're up early. Gosh, well done. Thank you for joining us. Debbie's here from Tennessee. Hi, Debbie. Jill's here from the USA. Hi. Oh, Samantha's here again from Manchester. You were with us last week, I think, weren't you?
That's right, yeah.
And Louise is here. Hi, Louise. And CJ from Michigan. Lots and lots of people from all over the world. And that blows my mind every time. Of all of these people from everywhere are signing up to do this very same thing and join in this joy that we have together. It always gets me. I don't know, I'm feeling a bit emotional today.
It's so easy to connect worldwide nowadays, isn't it? Just work along with people from anywhere. And we've got Wendy from New York.
Oh, Wendy's here. Wendy is the superstar that has already started hers. Have you seen?
I think so. Yes, I think she has. That's right. Yeah,
Wendy,
I thought
marks for you. Wendy's using some beautiful vintagey colours with some like blues and greys and stuff. I cannot wait to see.
That's going to be awesome.
Oh gosh, more and more people, more and more. Hello from Maine, and we have someone from West Virginia as well, Marshall and Kelly. I clicked on it and then couldn't read it underneath. Kelly from Texas. Kelly, gosh, and Lisa from New Jersey. Gosh, we'll come back to everyone saying hello. Keep saying hello and we'll come back to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so in a nutshell, we are running a crochet along. If you've never taken part in a crochet along before, oh my goodness, there's so much fun.
Yeah.
There's no pressure. You don't have, there's no deadline. There's no, this has to be done by this point. We're not going to come chasing after you because you haven't finished your blanket. In fact, it's the almost opposite of this, aren't we? We're kind of saying, come and make some squares. If you fancy it, put them together into a blanket. Because we just want no pressure. there's so much pressure in the world, in our lives all the time, and crochet should be the thing that we escape to and we enjoy. So Veronica and I have come up with 2 different blankets that use the same size squares, the same size stitch counts. So we've done the hard work, so you can just muddle them up and create your own version.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we've been using different colors as well. We've gone for completely different looking blankets. So Hannah's gone for kind of a earthy colors with some blues, greens, and pinks, kind of a bit muted and vintage, kind of vintage feel. It's really, really lovely. Yeah.
Thank you. And it's kind of a blanket of 2 halves as well, because there's definitely the pinkier side, and then there's the blue and green side, and that was quite intentional. But you can do what you like. I really, as soon as I finish this, I do this with every blanket. As soon as I finished it, I was like, I want to make that again in different colours. I don't think I ever will, but I really would love to do it in maybe just 2 colours. Yeah. I think it would look really different and, you know, stunning as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and my blanket is just explosion of colors. This is so I've gone for really
gorgeous,
loads of different bright colors, kind of a spring explosion of spring colors. But again, as you said, Hannah, that I wish I could do it all over again, but perhaps just in like a white or cream. And I think someone promised me that they're going to make their squares in just a cream color. So I'm going to hold them accountable for this, because I really want to see that version. Because sometimes with the colors, you kind of lose the texture a little bit, don't you? Like, you know, the colors make the blanket pop and everything. But there are so many different textures and stitches and, you know, puff stitches and shells and open stitches, that if you just kind of use one color for all, it really makes the texture and the lacy stitches pop out. So I really hope I'll get to see a version of my blanket perhaps in just one color. That would be amazing.
It would be so nice. And we had, because someone said they saw our blankets side by side and they were like, oh, it's lovely that you've used different colors, and it wasn't particularly obvious that they're completely different stitches. They are. We both use lots of texture. We've both used like cluster stitches, popcorn stitches, all those kind of things, and lots of post stitches and back loops, front loops, or, you know, whatever goes really. They're both packed full of texture and lots of different techniques as well. That you might not have come across before, but nothing tricky, we promise. And even if it is tricky, we've got video tutorials to walk you through the whole thing as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll be in our Facebook groups supporting you the whole way throughout this. So if you're looking at these, which I know some people have messaged me and said, there is no way I can do that, Hannah.
Oh, no.
It absolutely is, because we're making it happen for you, I promise. Please don't think you can't do this, because you absolutely can.
Absolutely. And I think when we added up the time of the video tutorials, it came to like hours and hours.
I think there's about 5 hours of video, because we go for every single round, don't we?
Yeah.
About all of the videos. So if you're ever unsure, you can come back to whichever round it is that you're getting stuck on. If you are indeed hopefully you won't get stuck, but if you do, come and watch us, come and join with us.
Absolutely, yeah. And, you know, we're only an email away, or as you said, in those Facebook community groups, we'll have people working on the blankets as well. Some of you have already started, so there'll be people that have gone through the pattern before you, and you can ask questions, post your, progress shots, and say, this is what I'm stuck on, if you ever get stuck, which I hope you don't. But there will be so much help on hand, quick help as well. And like I said, those video tutorials, I think my large square is something like 1 hour and 48 minutes of video. So my computer was bursting at seams when I was recording it and editing it and putting it all together. But it's all there ready for you to just grab and refer to if some of the stitches don't make sense. Because like I said, there is a wide variety of stitches in those squares, but it's great to learn these stitches as well, you know. And if you're learning something with someone as well, while everyone's working on the same thing, it just makes it kind of easier, doesn't it? Because you tackle it together.
Definitely. And the lovely Caitlin's here. Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin.
You both always take care of us with your video tutorials. So helpful. Yay. Our pleasure. We love it because we know that people learn in different ways. You know, some people, even if you can read and know how to read a crochet pattern, which I would absolutely recommend that you learn how to do, it sometimes just doesn't always make sense. I sometimes find the letters, the words, they jumble up and it's not that obvious to me sometimes. Do you sometimes read stuff and you're like, there's no way, however many times I read that is not going to work for me in my brain? Yeah. And that's completely fine. Our brains all work completely differently. So we've just added on that extra layer. In fact, we've got so many different layers, haven't we, as to help people, achieve this depending on your different learning style and how your brain works.
Definitely, yeah. And I was going to say, I added even the step-by-step pictures into the ebook. So yeah, I was kind of, to be honest, it was pictures I had from kind of making a square previously, and I just added a small square into it. So if you just need a quick visual of what that particular round should look like, then you've got the step-by-step pictures as well. But yeah, those videos are going to be real great help to go along with the patterns. And I was going to attempt to do a chart, but I kind of like the small square would be fine, but once you get to the medium and the large square, a chart would be just impossible.
I think, do you know what someone, Kelly's just said here, I've never understood the charts. Do you know what charts are another thing to learn. They're a real technique to learn how to read. And some people work well with them, some people don't. I really don't enjoy reading charts myself to do stuff, but I know that some people do. Again, isn't it amazing how differently we all process things? I love that. I love that. So yes, Lisa's saying the tutorials are really helpful. Oh, and Jamie's saying I crocheted for years and I generally always watch the video just to be sure I'm doing it right. Isn't that great? You know, it's kind of a safety net, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not saying you can't read the pattern to do it. It's just that kind of extra support.
And to be honest, sometimes even when I'm trying to explain something in a pattern and it gets to kind of like, 100 words and you're still on the same thing trying to explain that one thing, I always add in there, oh, please go and watch the video. It's at like 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Just go and watch it, because I don't know whether I'm actually explaining this right, because it makes sense in your head because I know how to do it. But to relay a certain instruction in words when people haven't done that before, it does get real tricky. So those video tutorials are definitely a great help.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, and Julia's saying charts are my favourite. And lots of comments about charts now. This is exciting. And Jamie's saying charts are good to help with hook placement. Absolutely. Yeah. And I think that's the other thing, isn't it? Take lots of different things and work out how they work for you. I think that's the thing. We put as many things into this as we can. Along with, I was just going to say in a minute about the VIP thing, of the extra bits that are in that as well. We want to make this as easy as possible for you. Definitely. And Caitlin's saying the same. I like having multiple options to make sure I'm doing it right. Nice to have options. We love options.
Of course we do. And that's why there are 2 options to join the crochet along as well, aren't they? Yes. Options and options. So we've got the, as Hannah mentioned, we've got the VIP sign up for the crochet along. So if you scan the QR code there above Hannah, it'll take you to the page that explains everything about the Pick and Mix blanket crochet along and the options you guys have to join us, because we want everyone to join us. Whether you would like to upgrade to the VIP option that has got both of the ebooks, and we are calling them ebooks because Hannah and I went just crazy with everything and we ended up with loads and loads of pages that it no longer can be called a pattern, it's actually an ebook. So you've got the 2 ebooks for both of the crochet blankets. So it's Hannah's Spring into Bloom and my Flora Bloom blanket, so both of the ebooks. And we have got 3 extra bonuses as well to go with the VIP option. So we've got how to join crochet squares, because once you make all these beautiful squares, we obviously need to join them together. And I know people prefer loads of different methods, loads of different techniques, whether you prefer a kind of a yarn needle and just sew them together, or you want to crochet them together. I've put together a PDF on different methods you can use to join your squares, and I included photos so you can see what it looks like on the right side, wrong side as well. So you can literally choose whichever method you want to use, because I know sometimes it can be a kind of like a make or break. If someone says, oh, use this technique to join them, you think, oh, I don't like that, I don't want to make that now. But you've got loads of options. And then Hannah put together amazing PDFs or guides on color. So we've got color inspiration, how to put different colors together, and it's just amazing. There is loads of visual help to help you choose your colors, color palettes, which colors go together, which are kind of contrast, which will complement, and so on. There's so much information that I can't even squeeze it into this live. And then the third bonus we have is the layouts, because this is the great thing about the crochet along. So we give you the square patterns and you can take them and make whatever size blanket you want to, whether you want to make a king size blanket to cover the whole bed, or whether you just want to make a baby blanket. There are layouts you can come up, and we have included some layouts that use the amount of squares we used. But of course, I'm going to share that with you in a moment. Actually, I shared it in a Facebook groups, and if I send it in a private chat, I don't know, Hannah, whether you'll be able to pull it up and share it with people.
Well, actually,
It's the blanket layout, and I kind of did. Oh, I can't send attachment. It's in the Facebook groups anyway. It's the blanket layouts that I did. It's kind of like one large square equals is it one medium and 5 small, isn't it, to go down the side and underneath?
Yeah.
That's right. And one large square also equals 9 small squares. So that's your kind of it gives you the same size as the large square, and then you can just go ahead and place them wherever you want them to be. But like I said, the bonus PDF has got some layouts, kind of ideas, just to give you and guide you for different layouts that you wanted to do with these squares. So that's the VIP option. And the second option, of course, because we like options, is the free option, and everyone can join us. We want as many people to join us as possible, because we will be sharing the square patterns on our blogs as well, and releasing the video tutorials on our YouTube channels. And that all kicks off on 7th of April, doesn't it?
Yes. So a week on Monday, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
So plenty of time to get your yarn organized and ordered and plan what size squares you're going to make. The reason that we did in the layout option, the reason that I did layouts using the same number of squares that we did, is because obviously we've given you yarn amounts for the blankets that we've done and the squares that we've done. So to make life easy for yourself, if you don't want to have to fudge and work out whether you've got enough yarn for X, Y, or Z, unless you want to order loads of yarn just to make sure, that's not a bad thing, is it? But if you want to just order the amount of yarn that we've said that you need, then there are, I don't know, probably about 6 different versions that you can make from the squares. Plus the fact that you don't have to use all of my squares or all of Veronica's squares, you can mix them up as well.
That's right.
So, and some of the square ones, I want to make some of the square ones. So I think one large square in the middle surrounded by the small squares, so not using any mediums at all, actually would make a lovely baby blanket size, wouldn't it? Because the large one's 18 inches, so then you have your you'd have 2 6s on the edges of that would look really nice for a baby blanket, I think, wouldn't it?
Or a cat blanket, like we spoke last week.
Oh yes,
loads of people there was loads of requests for cat blankets as well. So definitely one large square in the middle and the small squares around. That would make a perfect cat blanket.
Yeah. I'm loving this. Hannah is catching up later, but she's going to wanted to share that plans to make a foam bag or 2 with yarn stash from the smaller squares. I love that. A market bag, foam bag, oh yes.
Yes, definitely.
Please do, and please share with us.
Absolutely.
That's the thing, isn't it? We know we're calling it a blanket crochet along, but you absolutely don't have to make a blanket if you don't want to, because they're a time investment, aren't they? Blankets.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely fine if you haven't got the time to do it. We just want to share this love of colour and texture and also the fun of creating something yourself. You're designing this with us. Very exciting.
Absolutely.
Very exciting.
Uh,
This moves on greatly. Hey, I was just about to say, shall we talk about yarn?
Lisa read our mind.
Lisa read our mind. But I'm worried that you can open the supply list in Google. Maybe try downloading it and then opening it, and if not, send one of us an email and we can make sure it gets to you. Let us know. Let us know how you go with that.
Yes.
So you're surrounded by yarn, aren't you? You've got lots. You've got and you do. So I went for a mixture. We are lucky enough, and this is in the supply list, a good reason to sign up, which is free to download. There is a coupon code for yarn from We Crochet, the very yarn that we chose to use. And that lasts until the crochet along begins, doesn't it? So you've got up until it begins to order your yarn with using that coupon code. And I used a mix of, what are the words? Brava Sport and Heatherly Sport. I can't work out which way round to say them. So they're both sports weight, and I wasn't sure if they would sit that nicely together because they are slightly different texture, but actually they work really well.
Brilliant.
Really, really well. So yes, I used these really lovely pinky colours in that, and then my brownier colours and the almond colour were the Brava, which is 100% acrylic, and then the Heatherly is 80% acrylic and 20% wool.
That's right.
So it's just a little bit softer, but the Brava is lovely to work with, isn't it? Yours is completely Brava, isn't it?
That's right. Yeah, I use all the bright colours of Brava Sport. Yeah.
But go on. I was just going to say mine. I chose to use 9 different colours in mine, but I think you've got slightly less, haven't you? Have you got 8?
I believe I've got 6. I've got Caution, Blush, Coral, Cotton Candy, Fig, and Dublin. I just remembered all the names.
That's amazing. That's very impressive.
So yeah, that's my Brava Sport colour. So that's the brighter colours that I use for these. But when we got our yarn from We Crochet, they kindly sent me some Heatherly Sport weight as well. And I've got 6 colours there. So I don't know that. So this is lilac. Then I've got the colours Ice Pop. And I really didn't think they were going to be as bright, kind of, when you look at the computer screen, they look really muted, don't they? But they are really lovely. It's not going to be as bright as the Brava, but if you still wanted to use kind of like these springy colors, but slightly muted, then the Heatherly Sport is a really great option. So this is a juice box. I've got some greens here, key lime.
Yeah, I've got lovely. Mine. That's the green in mine.
Oh, there you go. And
that one.
Agave or what?
Yeah, that's nice. It's kind of a bluey green, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, and Sweet Bing. So if I try and hold them up, so this is another great kind of color palette, isn't it? So this will be a great substitute for the Brava Sport if you wanted to use colors, springy colors, but you don't perhaps want it to be as bright as the Brava Sport. So I went all out. I don't really do a lot of really colorful things, but I just thought, you know what, why not? Let's try something really colorful. And I'm really glad I did. But I'm now really tempted to use this Heatherly as well for something springy, or maybe make a couple of squares in these just to see how they sit together. But definitely a great option for the Heatherly Sport as well. And as Hannah said, go and grab that supply list. There is a coupon code to grab any of these yarns, the Brava Sport or the Heatherly Sport, for 20% off. So definitely worth signing up for the free supply list.
I'm just going to show these because Jodie has said the Heatherly is brighter than I expected. And I think the choices in Heatherly are absolutely great because you can go really bright, or you can go like this is kind of a bit overexposed here in the light. It's very bright in here today. But actually there are some really subtle shades as well, like the ones that I've got and I've used here. And there's some really beautiful like Otter and what's the other one called? Gravity, the lovely kind of earthy browns and greys and stuff as well. So I think it's important about how you combine them. That's the thing, isn't it? So you can go as bright as you like, or you can go subtle and subdued with Heatherly. That's what I really love about it. Oh, look, I love this from Julia. Sorry, I keep covering your face up with comments.
I can hide.
Since I don't like seaming a lot of squares together, I might just do a bunch of the larger squares because it makes seaming easier. I love that idea. Why didn't I think of that idea?
What an amazing way to get out of seaming.
Yeah. And yeah, Lisa's saying the Heather Lyons coordinate so well and there's so many colours. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And this is the thing about when I did my course about choosing colours, that's what one of the key things I said was find a yarn line that has lots of choices of colours that you like. It's all well and good, there's 150 colours, but if they don't have a selection that you really, really gravitate towards, then it's, whereas Heatherly, I can't remember how many colours there are in Heatherly, maybe like 20, maybe not even that.
But yeah, it's not overwhelming, is it?
It's a huge amount to choose from.
Yeah.
But they all work really nicely together.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
We've got a few comments. The bonuses sound amazing. Lots of great helpful information in the VIP option. Absolutely. We wanted to make it really easy for you guys to just grab your yarn, grab the hook, kind of decide on a layout, pick your square patterns, and just crochet and put them together at the end. And even if maybe you don't like planning, or maybe you don't have time to plan, but perhaps just join us, make some squares. And once you have your squares in front of you, sometimes you just get kind of like that light bulb moment, and they will kind of tell you what they want to become. Because I even thought if you put the two large squares together, so say one of Hannah's, one of mine, put them together, add some handles to it, and you've got a quick tote bag, don't you? You can just
bag. Yeah. And do you know what I thought as well? Where's the big one? You could do one of those really cool poncho things. If you put it on a diamond, you could do 4 large ones. It would make an awesome poncho.
Absolutely, yeah. Or we even did a picture. We did cushion covers as well. So one of the large squares will be a perfect size because they're 18 by 18 inches, and I think that's kind of like a standard cushion size type size. So if you just make a couple of those, maybe try one of Hannah's, one of mine, put them together again, and you've got a beautiful cushion cover for your sofa, or for wherever you want to add it. Yeah, loads of options, but honestly, I'm waiting for the duster cardigan. I'm waiting for the cream colored blanket. I'm so excited.
It's just so lovely, isn't it, to see what colors people choose, what layouts people are going to use and everything. It's
Definitely
very, very exciting, and just to be together as well, isn't it? Because I don't know, but I'm not a member of a crochet group or anything. Like, this is my community. This is where, and I think that's true for lots of people do have in-person groups, which is amazing. And someone messaged me the other day to say that they're doing the crochet along in their in-person group, which is like another cherry on the cake, isn't it? Like, that's another layer entirely. I love it.
Absolutely.
So if you can crochet in person with someone, then please do. If anyone, wouldn't that be awesome if someone found each other on these lives, of like realized they're nearby and got together? Please do that. Please, someone do that if you can.
Yes, and then share lots of pictures with us.
Yeah, definitely. But this is such a lovely way to connect and to support each other and learn stuff. All crochet alongs for me about the community, about not necessarily the finished product. It's lovely to get a finished product, but I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but lots of this is about the process and the enjoyment and the pleasure of the crochet, as opposed to, it's going to be lovely to finish a blanket and have that, but it's more than that, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. And like you said, it is a crochet along, and we do have a schedule, but that's only to kind of keep ourselves accountable to release these squares, isn't it? It's not for you guys to kind of think like, oh my gosh, the next patterns are coming out next week. I have to kind of speed through 20 small squares. Absolutely not. Even if you just make one of each, just to kind of get the feel for them, go through the stitches, watch the videos, and just kind of practice on one of those squares. And as I said before, then you've got a sort of pile of squares in front of you, and you can make something even with just one square of each. Definitely, if you follow both mine and Hannah's patterns, you'll have kind of 6 squares at the end, and I'm sure you can put them together into something in some kind of maybe that's a good idea. yeah, we can see whether we can just do a layout from a square of each, see what, like the minimal, if they make one of each of mine and yours, whether we can put them together in some kind of a layout. I think we might need to do a few more smalls just to
fill in your gaps.
fill in the gaps. But yeah, definitely. So kind of like the smallest blanket possible by using all the squares. That would be amazing. We've got.
Oh look, Samantha's saying the lives alone make me feel like part of a community, even if I'm not able to join with the cow right away. Oh, that's so lovely. And yeah, that's fine. It's completely fine to be an observer. If you're not ready to do it now, it's absolutely fine. We're launching this now. It will run now. If you want to join in now, brilliant. If not, once we release them on our blogs, they will be available on our blogs indefinitely.
Yeah.
And then also at the moment, the only place that you can get the PDFs and the bonuses and all of that kind of stuff is our joint place that we have, where that, I don't know what to call it, where that link is basically. That's the only place you can get these. But after the Crochet Along, they will launch individually in our own shops. But for now, the only place that you can get them is through the Crochet Along here.
Yeah, and we're offering them buy one get one free at the moment.
Oh yeah, we didn't say that, did we?
Yeah, those huge ebooks. We're offering them buy one get one free for the same price with all those bonuses added. So you get kind of like a 5 ebook-ish type things for the same price to get involved with the Crochet Along and help you with your planning. So
I'm really going to cover your face up now, aren't I?
Shall I go there?
There we are. Switch us around. I don't know how. I might break something if I try and switch us around. I won't. Caroline, hello, Caroline. Oh, Caroline made one of my cardigans and posted it the other day. Oh my gosh, it looked beautiful on you. Anyway, back to this. I will use Shapey's Colour Crafter, which is a lovely yarn. Actually, have you ever used it, Veronica?
Yeah, I think I have. Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, nice. I make blankets for charity. They need to be bigger than your blankets. Oh, okay. Will it be enough if I add half of the required yarn to make a one-person blanket? Yes. Yes. So our blankets are about the same size, actually, aren't they? Yours is just slightly bigger than mine. They're like 50. Yours is 56, I think, by 38 inches.
I believe so. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So they are a decent size. But yeah, you could add just I would say half the yarn again would give you a good amount. Even if you then just added a whole load of small squares around the edge.
Yeah.
That would work out really nicely. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited.
I know. Yeah, because I used 2 balls of each color, so 12 balls. But I did have quite a bit left over as well. It wasn't like on the borderline of 2 balls, It was I would say probably 1.5. But if you get two balls of each, there will be some yarn left for extra squares to make the blanket slightly bigger. Definitely.
Yeah. I think I've got 13 balls for mine. But then I use more colours, didn't I? So we need to get that. Yeah. So if anyone has any questions about how it runs, what to do, where to find things, then shout out now, because otherwise we've said, I think, everything that we planned to say, haven't we? And chatted about
I think so.
We've kind of told you where to go and what to do and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think the supply list is still at that link. So if you scan the QR code, Hannah put the link in the comments.
I'll do it again. And then
I'm not sure where that went through, whether it's on all the channels.
It says it's on YouTube and Facebook, but who knows whether. Who knows? I've got 2 green ticks, but
So if you click on that link or scan the QR code if you're able to, and if you scroll down the page a little bit, the free supply list sign up form is on there. So if you just let us know your, I think it's first name and the email where you would like to have the supply list sent to, we'll send it over to you. It's an automation, but if you don't receive the email or if you're struggling to open it, I think someone said they had a bit of a trouble with it, do shoot us an email at one of our email addresses and we'll send it to you so you can get planning. We've got some different yarns suggestions in there as well, just because it's not everyone can order from particular websites and places, so we've got some alternatives as well. But if you do want to order from We Crochet, we do have the 20% coupon code, and all the details of the yarns and the layout of the blankets we made are inside that supply PDF. And if you wanted to join the VIP, of course, go down the page and there is an option to purchase the VIP, and loads of links to our Facebook groups. If you're not in mine or in Hannah's, then do hop over everywhere. Go for a hop and
Everywhere.
that's it. Join the Facebook groups, and we'll be popping along in there as well, chatting about the pick and mix, Cal. And I'm excited to get started. So the 7th of April is when the free version starts. But as Hannah said, Wendy already speeded through some of the squares and she's been posting. So do post. Do let us know your color choices, your layouts, what you decided, your yarn choices, because you might inspire some people to go with different colors or different yarns. Or even if you kind of dive into your stash and put loads of different yarn brands and colors together, do post a picture in the Facebook groups. We would love to see, because it's amazing what ideas kind of come out of different people's heads, isn't it?
Yeah, it is lovely. It is lovely to see. So yeah, so I think there's no questions have popped up. So I think we must have answered everything. This is good.
I think so.
Brilliant. Right, so we will be back when we haven't planned exactly when, have we yet? But once we've launched, we'll be back doing a live, and we'll be ready to support you through the whole of this journey. But do, like Veronica said, if you've already started making, please do post, because it will give people the confidence. If you're anything like my mum's always like, well, I can't post because, you know. Once someone starts rolling that ball, everyone will find their confidence, and that's what we want to give you with this. The
Definitely.
confidence to join us and enjoy this with us.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Right. We will sign off and say goodbye. Thank you so much
Yes.
for joining us, everyone. And we'll see you again soon.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.